Hi, Kevin Wright here again, and this week's property finance tip, we're going to be talking about how to finance auction purchases. So if you've ever thought about buying a property from auction and maybe you've watched an episode or two of Homes Under the Hammer and that's given you an appetite for doing that, what are the best and effective ways to finance property mortgages and what should you really be avoiding? Hi, so buying properties at auction, it's a common thing. People say, well, you're going to go to properties, at auction, that's where the bargains are. Well, that may be true, but sometimes it isn't. But whether it is or not, the question is, how do you finance a auction purchase? Well, a significant number of auction purchases are paid for with cash. So these are, you would say fairly affluent people. So they've just got the cash in the bank and they just buy the property within the usual 28-day time frame. But clearly not everyone's got cash, but they still might want to buy at auction. So the next common way really is to use bridging finance. Now, the reason you use bridging finance is because bridgers are used to working fast. Now, most auctioneers in the country, and there's some, 350 auction houses in the UK actively selling properties, and pretty much the majority of those would give you 28 days to complete a sale. Now, I say there are a few shorter and there are a few longer, probably by 14 days either way. So bridgers are, and this is nothing new, bridgers have been doing this for years. They're very comfortable about working in that sort of time frame, 28-day time frame. So, and in fact, some auctions you'll go to, there'll be a bridger with a stall, somewhere, in the auction room. So, bridgers have clearly identified that auctions are a good market for them, and a lot of people understand bridging is a good way to buy at auction. Now, there are some people who say, well, I don't want to do that, bridging's costly, I want to do it with a mortgage. A brave person if that's what you're thinking, because there are a lot of times that auctions and mortgages don't work too well. And the simple reason is mortgage lenders predominantly are not geared up to work at that sort of speed, get everything done within 28 days, get it valued, underwritten, offer out in time for the legal work to be completed in that time. Because most mortgage transactions, hardly any mortgage transaction happens that fast in the normal scheme of things. Even if there's no chain, it can typically take, probably a minimum of 4 weeks, but more like anything between 6 and 12 for a mortgage to go from, submission of application to release of the money. And a contributory factor to that is how busy are the mortgage underwriters at any given time. Because, if mortgage lenders get excessively busy with applications, it isn't the normal that they have a subs bench of underwriters that they just pull in. So, the busier they are, the longer it takes, for each application to get through the sausage machine, if you want to use that description. And estate agents would bear this out. I mean, whenever I've chatted to estate agents, their business plan, and blimey, they sell enough properties, so they should know what they're talking about in this respect. Their business plan says that between offer accepted and completion of the transaction, estate agents allow 3 months, because that is invariably what they find that it takes. Now, if you've got a chain involved, of course, potentially even longer. So, mortgage lenders are geared up probably between about 1 and 3 months to process a mortgage application. So trying to get them to do it within 28 days is going to be at best a push, and also really highly stressful for you, because that if you don't complete in the 28 day, your 10% deposit's on the line, and we've had to help people in the past where they're faced with the threat of losing something like £30,000 if they can't complete on time. So putting that sort of money on the line to complete a purchase that quickly incredibly stressful. In a number of cases where people have tried to do it, the key point seems to come about 10 days before you're due to complete, and the penny suddenly drops. Oh my God, I'm not going to get my mortgage through in time. I'm faced with losing my deposit. We've bailed people out and hastily arranged bridging finance to allow them to complete the purchase and save them losing their 10% deposit. So now, if you're going to look at buying at auction, and certainly there are some bargains that you can pick up at auction, not uniformly, but they are there. If you do the right due diligence, then and you haven't got the cash, or you haven't got someone that can, readily lend you the cash, then realistically, bridging finance is going to be your safest bet. And certainly it's going to be one that keeps your stress levels significantly lower. And as brokers, we've arranged, literally, and I mean literally, hundreds of bridging loans in recent years. So there we are. That's it for this week's tip. Have you subscribed yet? Well, if you haven't, click the box, because I get one of these videos to come out every week. So you don't want to miss any, do you? So click the box that says subscribe. You like this one, click like, and got a comment, bang that in the comments box. I'll pick that up and I'll respond. Thanks very much for watching. It's been great to share another property finance tip with you. I'll see you next week.